The $500 million fake DM scandal is a story that confirms your worst suspicions. The person you think you are talking to in your private messages is almost certainly a professional salesperson working from a cubicle thousands of miles away. For years, the industry's biggest stars have marketed a fantasy of direct, unfiltered access, leading fans to believe that for the right price, they can build a genuine emotional connection with their favorite creators. But as we move into late 2025, a series of massive legal filings and leaked agency documents have pulled back the curtain on a $500 million deception. This is the reality of the ghostwriter economy, where intimacy is a commodity and the girl next door is actually a highly trained team of male and female chatters operating on a 24/7 shift rotation. The common belief being pushed by PR teams is that top creators use assistants simply to manage the volume of their messages, like a celebrity having a social media manager. However, the superior reality, backed by the Brunner versus Phoenix class action lawsuit and internal training manuals surfacing in December 2025, reveals a systematic level of impersonation that many legal experts are now categorizing as point-blank fraud. We're going to answer the three core questions the industry is trying to suppress. How do these chatter agencies actually operate on a day-to-day basis? What are the specific legal arguments in the $500 million lawsuit that could bankrupt the platform's biggest agencies? And what does the December 2025 AI hallucination sanction tell us about the future of this digital lie? We have the financial receipts, the leaked scripts, and the court documents that prove the person you're tipping isn't the person in the profile picture. This brings us to our first major point of investigation, which serves as the anchor for the entire $500 million claim, the Brunner versus Phoenix international lawsuit. According to the federal court filings on April 2, 2025, the plaintiffs argue that the platform and its top creators have engaged in a massive, coordinated bait and switch. The lawsuit specifically targets the pay-per-view message system that has become the lifeblood of the industry. Under the platform's own terms of service, users are led to believe they are paying for a private and personal interaction. The legal team representing the fans argues that by allowing agencies to impersonate creators without explicit disclosure, the platform is facilitating a deceptive trade practice on a global scale. The shock value here lies in the receipts of the settlement demands. If the court rules in favor of the fans, it could trigger a mandatory refund policy for any message sent by a non-creator. When you consider that 70% of all revenue on the Blue site comes from direct messages rather than monthly subscriptions, the financial liability is astronomical. Per the industry analysts at 404 Media on November 20th, 2025, several top creators have already begun quietly moving their assets into offshore trusts and diversified holdings to protect themselves from a potential court-ordered clawback. This isn't just a minor drama or a he said, she said situation. It is a fundamental threat to the net worth of every major star in the industry who has relied on ghost chatting to scale their business. This leads us to the most shocking discovery of 2025, which we are hitting right at the 3-minute mark of this breakdown, the global ghostwriting agency network. According to internal agency documents leaked on October 14, 2025, the journey of a single direct message usually begins in a low-cost labor hub like the Philippines, Colombia, or Eastern Europe. These firms, often referred to as management agencies, are not just booking agents, they are full-service ghostwriting operations. When a creator signs with a top-tier agency, they often hand over their login credentials entirely. From that moment on, the creator's only job is to provide a steady stream of photos and videos. The actual interaction, the good morning messages, and the complex psychological upselling are handled by employees who are paid as little as $3 an hour plus a small commission on every unlock they secure. Per an unverified insider who worked for a top-tier London-based agency in late 2025, the offices look more like a high-pressure stock brokerage or a telemarketing center than a creative studio. Chatters sit at rows of monitors, each managing between 5 and 10 different accounts simultaneously. They are provided with persona Bibles that dictate exactly how a specific creator should talk, what specific slang they use, and even their supposed backstory to ensure consistency across different shifts. If one chatter goes on break, another steps in and picks up the conversation mid-sentence. The fan on the other end has no idea they've just switched from talking to a person in Manila to a person in Bogota. This is the scale required to maintain the illusion of a 24-hour personal connection, and it is the hidden engine driving the industry's record profits. The level of coordination is even more intense when you look at the shift handover logs. According to leaked screenshots from a management Discord server on November 12, 2025, chatters are required to leave detailed notes for the next person on shift. These notes include things like, "User 542 is feeling lonely today. Mention his dog," or "User 88 just got a bonus at work. Push the high-tier video package." This isn't a conversation. It is a target-rich environment where every word is calculated to maximize lifetime value. The expectation is a shared moment of intimacy. The reality is a data-driven sales tactic executed by a professional who has never even met the creator they're portraying. Per the 2025 financial disclosures, these emotional upsells account for over 40% of the total tips generated on the platform. To keep the money flowing, these agencies have developed a highly sophisticated value loop designed to extract the maximum amount of cash from what they call whales or high-spending subscribers. Re-hooking the viewer into the next layer of this deception requires looking at the specialized CRM software agencies are now using. According to a leaked training manual from a Florida-based management firm in September 2025, chatters are instructed to use relationship management tools that track every single detail a fan shares. This software integrates directly with the Blue Site's interface, allowing the chatter to see a fan's entire spending history, their average response time, and the specific types of content they usually pay for. The payout of this tactic is brutal and often predatory. The manual explains that by mirroring a fan's vulnerability, the chatter can guilt-trip them into buying expensive, locked content. One specific script involves the chatter claiming they are struggling with a personal bill or wanting to buy something special to celebrate a fake milestone in the fan's life. According to the December 2025 report from the Center for Digital Ethics, this practice targets the most vulnerable members of the subscriber base, those seeking real companionship. The reality is that the more a fan spends, the more likely they are to be assigned a senior chatter who is even more skilled at manipulation. These senior employees are often trained in basic psychology to better understand how to keep a fan on the hook for months or even years. The drama took a bizarre and even more shocking turn in late 2024 and throughout 2025 during the ongoing court hearings. According to a ruling by U.S. District Judge Fred Slaughter on December 24, 2025, the law firm representing the fans was hit with heavy sanctions for a mistake that perfectly mirrors the industry they were suing. In their legal briefs, the lawyers allegedly used an AI tool to help draft their arguments, which resulted in the inclusion of completely fake, hallucinated legal citations. This AI versus AI battle has become a symbol of the entire scandal. While the lawyers were being punished for their digital shortcuts, the creators were being exposed for using their own AI-assisted tools to automate their interactions. It's a hall of mirrors where no one, not even the people in court, is being entirely honest. According to a report by Vice on December 26, 2025, several top agencies have begun moving past human chatters and experimenting with live AI face swapping and voice cloning to take the deception even further. If a fan requests a voice note or a quick video call to verify the creator is real, the agency can now use a real-time filter to make a male chatter look and sound exactly like the female creator. This level of technology has made the fraud almost impossible to detect without a physical audit of the creator's actual location. The payout for the agencies is total control. They no longer need the creator to do anything except sign over their likeness for a monthly fee. This has led to the rise of shell creators, models who exist only as a face for a corporate-run account that generates millions in revenue while they are effectively retired. This leads us to the fourth major point of the year, the internal whale lists and the predatory nature of the DM economy. According to a whistleblower who spoke to industry watchdogs on December 1, 2025, agencies maintain secret lists of high-spending subscribers, some of whom spend upwards of $50,000 a year on a single creator. These individuals are often lonely or socially isolated, making them the perfect targets for intimacy mining. The whistleblower revealed that agencies often have closer chatters, highly skilled manipulators who are brought in specifically to handle these high-value accounts when a big tip goal is near. The reality is that the most profitable fans are often the ones the agencies are exploiting the most, using a combination of scripted affection and fake exclusivity to keep them from realizing they are just another number in a spreadsheet. The fifth point involves the looming shadow of the IRS and the financial house of cards that supports these agencies. According to the Silver Tax Group's 2025 end-of-year briefing, the government is beginning to view these ghostwriting payments as a massive tax loophole. Many creators are claiming their entire income as personal services, which allows for certain tax benefits, while secretly paying out millions to offshore agencies as marketing expenses. If the IRS decides that these agencies are actually subcontracted performers rather than marketers, the tax liabilities and penalties could be enough to wipe out years of earnings for some of the platform's biggest stars. Per the December 2025 reports, at least 3 top 10 creators have been flagged for lifestyle audits to determine if their reported income matches the millions of messages being sent from their accounts while they are busy traveling on content retreats. Finally, we have to look at the CRM for creators software that has standardized this fraud across the entire platform. According to a technology deep dive published on December 15, 2025, new platforms are allowing agencies to integrate AI directly into the chat interface. This AI can suggest responses based on a fan's spending tier. If a fan is a low spender, the AI provides a generic response. If they are a whale, the AI alerts a human chatter to take over and provide a high-touch experience. The payout for the platform is efficiency. They can handle 10 times the volume of fans with half the staff. The reality for the fan is that they are being sorted like a lead in a corporate sales funnel, with their emotional connection being measured in dollars per minute. The system is designed to identify high-propensity spenders and isolate them from the general audience for specialized treatment. This entire ecosystem relies on a lack of transparency. According to the amended terms of service released by the Blue site in July 2025, the platform now requires creators to disclose if assistants are used for messaging, but the wording is notoriously vague. Most creators bury this disclosure in a tiny link at the bottom of their profile or hide it in a welcome message that most users skip. According to the 2025 legal analysis by the Electronic Frontier Foundation, this disclosure may not be enough to protect creators from fraud charges if they are caught explicitly lying about their identity during a high-ticket sale. The expectation set by the marketing is that you are buying access to a person. The reality is that you are buying a product from a corporation. The impact on a creator's career is permanent once the illusion of intimacy is broken. We saw this with several creators in mid-2025 who were caught in the act when their chatters accidentally sent messages in the wrong language or referenced a city the creator wasn't actually in. The brand becomes toxic almost overnight. The expectation of a raw, unfiltered look into a celebrity's life has been replaced by the reality of a highly polished, outsourced sales funnel that is indistinguishable from a corporate helpline. As the legal battle in Brunner versus Phoenix continues into 2026, we are likely to see even more receipts that prove just how deep this rabbit hole goes. In summary, the Chatter class action zonit isn't just a lawsuit about some angry fans. It is an autopsy of the modern adult industry. It proves that the $67 million success stories are often built on a foundation of professional impersonation. The industry has moved from peer-to-peer content to a corporate-to-consumer model, and they are using the creator's face as a mask for a global call center. The legal drama of late 2025 proves that the game is changing, and the transparency the fans are demanding might just be the one thing the industry can't afford to give without collapsing the entire house of cards. The expectations versus reality gap has never been wider, and the $500 million price tag on this scandal is just the beginning. The final reinforcement is a crisp industry secret. In 2025, authenticity is the most expensive thing you can buy, and it's the one thing these platforms are no longer capable of providing at scale. The $500 million figure isn't just the potential legal settlement, it is the price of the trust that has been permanently broken between creators and their most loyal supporters. If a creator's account is online 24/7, responding to every single comment in DM, while they are simultaneously posting vlogs from a private jet, they aren't dedicated to their fans. They are just part of a global shift work system that never sleeps. The independent creator is becoming a myth, replaced by the shell creator who is merely a brand ambassador for a management firm. The impact on the industry will be a great reset, where transparency becomes a legal requirement rather than a choice. We are already seeing the first wave of creators who are self-managing as a badge of honor, but the data suggests they can't compete with the raw earning power of the agency-backed machines. If you want to understand the secret blacklist of agencies that have been caught using AI to fake video calls, or if you want to see the specific training scripts that chatters use to emotionally trap high spenders, you need to see the bigger picture. To understand how this ghostwriting machine is being repurposed to create entirely virtual influencers who don't even exist in the real world, your essential next step is to watch the Velvet Rope Industry Secrets playlist. It's the only place where the game is exposed before the next update changes the rules again.